Yep, let's do a sound check.
And I'm
Test. 1, 2, fucking 3.
Ponies.
Oh yeah,
My
no.
green tambourine.
Hold on. Yeah, Sarcastic Brony, why don't you do your top 10 ponies so we can sound check?
Alright, for the sound check, we're going to be talking about the top 10 ponies of all time and how they're all Celestia after this.
Tambourine.
Hold on.
Octavia's gonna be in that list, right?
That's like perfect fucking sound volume. I don't even have to do anything. It's perfect right as it
No,
is.
that was
Man,
awesome.
and that sounded like some straight, like, YouTuber clickbait, like, voice right there. That is a voice that I would
Fucking
fall
sound volume.
asleep
I don't
to.
even have to do
Yes,
anything. It's perfect.
I
right
agree.
as it is.
So, are you boys,
We're
or
good.
girls, but I don't know what you self-identify as. Are you creatures ready to do this shit?
Yeah, don't assume my species, please.
I will not.
I'm a glass of
Right.
milk. I'm not sentient.
Today,
All
I
right.
identify as a pizza, because that's all I want in my life.
Fair enough, baby. Why don't you read us in?
Are we on?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did the sound check. We're close enough to go, so we might as well.
We're a minute off,
Alright.
so we're
Making
gonna
my
start
blog
early.
post now.
Yeah.
Making my blog downtown, moving fast.
Press the
Da-da-da-da.
buttons.
Fast and I punched you. Anyway.
So is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
Yes.
Okay.
Here
Now
we
I
go.
understand.
Let's do the thing, guys.
Let me do my blog, I suppose.
You suppose.
Or you just have to wait for Christy Pie to read us in.
Podcast
Okay.
now.
Podcast now. Window.
You get
Order
to
now.
hear us do basic things.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Put on the
These are
mask.
sounds I make every time I get ready. All right.
Needs more phlegm.
Gotta expand the dong. Gotta unzip dick. All right. Welcome to the Good HAE podcast, where you can't assume our gender. Fucking assholes. Okay.
Or our species.
This week, for our special guest, we have Sarcastic Brony with us. Say hi.
You're assuming that I should say hello.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
I'm assuming you should say hello.
Hello.
Also, you lost your chance. No. In addition to our wonderful guest, we also have with us a non-pencil.
I'm 6 and my friends are delivering me spray cheese.
We have Enigmatic Otaku.
People assuming my pronouns triggers me.
And, of course, the illustrious...
Illustrious.
The illustrious... fucking milk.
I can't even second say hi. Oh my god. Hello.
Guys, just get ready for a podcast of epic proportions today. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm hopped up on cold medicine. Priest is having a great time speaking, and I'm sure he's got alcohol in hand. Milk is having a peachy keen day.
Oh.
Enigma has gotten the usual amount of shit from me, and God, we hate him so much. And Sarcastic Brony knows what to expect and has challenged us to distress him. So it's gonna be fun.
Can't I just have
Podcast of
multivitamins
unprecedented
instead?
quality.
We've got so many questions this week. Holy shit. Let's just get
well, we
straight
have-
into the action. Fucking jump in
There's-
dick first.
Wait,
Dick
Oh,
first.
wait, we have drinking
before
words.
before we get our dicks wet, we have to get our whistles wet. Haha, yeah, you see what I did there? I'm sick. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
the same thing. In some circles, those are the same things.
Blow my whistle, bitch. Anyway, our drinking word today is Celestia. It's a single word, so it doesn't seem like you can drink very much. If it ever hits a point where you do not feel we are drinking enough, Sarcastic Bro, just start saying Celestia whenever you feel like it, and we'll all drink, except for me, because I don't know. Do you guys want me taking a sip of cough medicine whenever someone says Celestia?
No.
Are you
Well,
sure?
That's
There's a
bad.
chance that you might drink enough that you're cured.
Cured? I think you mean dead.
That's not how cough medicine well, I mean, dead kind of overrides all of the sickness, so I guess it's like, don't
It's the
die.
ultimate cure.
Okay, well,
Death
I
is
will...
the ultimate cure.
I will
Welcome
just...
to the podcast where death is the ultimate cure.
I'll just eat my cough drops and drink my medicine and all that, and I'll try to do whatever I can.
Alright.
Let's do
We're
the
gonna-
thing, boys.
We're gonna jump into this massive fucking list of questions. First of all, we've got questions from Major Dude. We're gonna start with number one with Meme Arrows. What is your favorite non-MLP character? Sarcastic.
Well, I would have to say that'd be Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Good fucking
Yes.
choice. Bubble up a dub dub. Anyway.
Oh my god. I wish I had that one episode on memory that just like he just had like a billion like different lick my balls. That one.
Oh god, yeah, that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. What is the MLP episode you wish never existed?
Well, that's easy. Pretty much anything past season 2. Pure cancer.
Really?
Pure, unadulterated cancer, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn. So the baby.
I
He's
mean,
like cancer.
I just recently decided to try to come back to watching it again, and it was one of the worst choices I ever made.
You
Just
should have
The
people.
whole Flurry Heart thing.
And mind you, there are some good episodes in there, so you should have a friend who you trust go through and just select ones that are decent so you can watch those and ignore the rest of it. I mean that.
Or play drinking games through them.
Or play or make it a drinking game. That's what I do, and it's wonderful.
I don't know. I don't really think I'm just into the show anymore.
It's just into writing about it.
I'll still write about it because at least my stories are good.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I
Take
mean,
that.
a lot of those episodes were, I'd say, phoned in.
But who
I
was
felt-
phone?
I felt like that was a personal attack on all of us.
Right?
No, it's fine. I like the
you.
sassiness.
You actually like the new seasons?
No,
'Cause
I
if
thought
you
you were
do,
talking
it will
about
be a
our
personal
stories
attack.
being. Sound like you're saying our stories were shit.
No. Well, are they based in, with Flurry Heart and all that stuff?
I have yet to write about Flurry Heart, and if I did, I'd probably write about something horrible happening to her.
What?
I can
Why would-
accept that.
Why would
Yeah,
you do
okay.
that to a baby, though?
I mean, as far as I
Why
know,
wouldn't you?
Pencil does top quality fan fictions.
You are a babe, and you deserve the hugs.
They always can put a smile on my face when I'm having a bad time with My Little Pony in general.
As long as I can put a smile on your face and a bulge in your pants, I know I'm doing things right.
It's the only way you should live life.
Yes.
God.
Oh shit! I forgot to do something. I'm sorry. Chat. If you have questions you want to post in chat, I will be watching. You are welcome to do so. All you have
Sarcastic.
to do is post it. By the way, Milk, did you post a thread for the good HIE list that
Yes.
is now live?
Yes.
Yay!
I actually did the thing. I wasn't shit this time.
Thank you.
So-
So yeah, if you post questions, I'll get to them. That's all I want to say.
Enigma's the words.
Sarcastic, are you implying that we should live fast and hard?
Yes, definitely. The hardest if possible. But some
So
people can't
dense.
achieve that.
I understand.
I
Your
can't
dick
get
must
any
be nice.
denser.
That's true.
That is remarkably true. So let's move to the next question because we've shit posted long enough on this one. What is your favorite pony race that isn't like the big four: alicorns, pegasi, unicorns, or earth ponies? What about the edgelord ponies?
I guess if I had to pick anything, just I guess bat ponies, probably.
And why is that you like the idea of bat ponies? Does it have? To
I
do with
honestly
their
don't
crotch
like
tits?
any of the extra races that people have invented. To be honest, it's just like, oh, a sea pony, or you know what? Actually, best extra race pony is the Coke ponies. There you go.
I think those are great. Thank you.
Are you
Yes.
saying that you don't like tassel ponies?
I've seen
Nah.
What about pizza pone?
Pizza Pone's all right. I still
It's-
just
it's
think Coke
dripping
Pony's the best
cheese.
though.
Dripping
I just like
cheese
the
pone
idea
is great.
of a glass pony filled with like Coca-Cola. It's amazing.
It
What
is
about-
really visually pleasant too. I like the look of it.
What about thing pony?
Big pony.
Well, I mean, there's only a thing pony. It's not a species, right?
That's fair.
It's a species.
What?
So there's multiple things.
Yes, of course there's multiple things. We see multiple things in the fucking movie The Thing, if you've ever seen the movie The Thing. you've all seen
I
it.
mean, you remember that
It's,
scene
it's
where
worth seeing. It's really distressing in hilarious ways.
I mean, you remember that scene where the thing got hard and then it got soft again. And wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the same thing?
Enigma, shut up.
Not. Next question. Next question.
All right, are you on board with the Spike hating train?
I pretty much like to treat him like the show does and act like he doesn't exist most of the time.
All aboard the Spike hate train. Woo,
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 I mean,
woo.
honestly, that's probably one of the weirdest things I get comments on is like, "Where's Spike?" And I was like, I honestly forgot he existed in the
I
story.
do too. Actually, genuinely, I do.
So yeah, pretty much I don't pay him any mind.
Nice.
Nor should any of us.
Alrighty. What writer, any writer, inspires you?
I'm pretty sure I made a joke about this in the first podcast where I said myself.
Yeah.
But-
Self-inspiration.
But we have to recapture the essence of the first for YouTube.
Oh, for YouTube. Well,
This
does a
is
mirror
for-
count?
Yeah. This is for, I was going to say
Nice.
prosperity's sake, but that's not the term. Posterity. This is for posterity's sake.
This is for our prostrates? Prostrates?
Yes.
Stop.
I love that.
You gotta stimulate those, definitely.
You gotta massage them.
It's the best. But yeah, I mean, writers inspiring me. I don't read too much lately, so not really anyone inspiring me lately.
All right. Quick, do the Konami code.
I never played Contra. Next question.
You
Okay, I
seem
won't-
like a famous writer. I bet you get positive feedback from your stories. Any favorite comments, fan art, fan stories based on your works?
Seem like I'm famous. I am very horse famous. Thank you very much. But besides that, positive feedback. I think I only got one piece of fan art, and I've inspired people to write their own stories, but never to base it in my universes, and like I even have any. But I guess favorite comments are just the ones that aren't generally saying how they hate my fic because it's just an on in it.
Well,
Lol. All right. Shit. Pencil, do you have any good fan art or like stories that of people doing things to your stuff? I'm trying to think. There's got to be out of the 5 people in here.
well,
There's got to be
Priest,
one
Priest,
good story about this.
Priest, you have so much fan art. You know this.
No, I don't. I really like.
You have
I
so
got-
much fan art.
I really like. You've given me 2,
3.
3.
Thank you.
Lilar, Parents Night Out.
Servant, motherfucker.
Oh, right. Yes, I'm dumb.
That story we wrote together, as a collab.
Hey, we should
That-
write a collab.
That thing that Sarcastic Brony here read in his sexy voice.
Oh God.
I mean, I totally just put it out there. I'd read the entirety of Lilar. I would do it for me, because I
But-
love that story.
But will you do the voice?
The voice. What, the top 10 voice?
Give us your best Lilar voice right now.
Lilar
oh.
voice.
Yeah.
Jeez, what would that like? I don't even think that's comprehensible to the human mind. What Lilar
Um,
sounds like.
I
It
have the canon Lilar voice.
I gotta hear it.
Priest does the best one, and right now I don't think I can.
Okay,
So-
I gotta hear.
But-
I gotta hear
But we gotta get the tenders, Anon.
it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Tendies.
Why does
All right,
why
let's
does
go.
Lilar to me sound like she's Thing Pone trying to pass as Pone?
Stop? Oh fuck. Well,
Okay.
that's included. That's a thing now.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next one. Let's
Yeah.
see. All right, Major Dude writes, the following quote is from a game. Guess what it is? It ain't Hotline Miami, by the way. Surprise! The quote is, here I was, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Postal 2.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was Grand Theft Auto.
That would also make sense. Final question from him. How many friends have you made today?
None.
Oh, fuck.
Are we your friends?
I don't know. Are you?
Yes.
Okay then. I made one at least.
Sarcastic, you wound me. I
You-
thought we were besties right now.
Not too sure about that one.
I
I mean,
mean,
besties.
I mean, we went to a pencil sleepover. We shared the same, comforter, the same sleeping bag.
I mean, but does that really mean we're besties? I call that just a one night stand, to be
I
honest.
mean, you guys shared the same condom.
Yeah, that we used on you,
But-
priest.
Let's be honest. I was I couldn't really afford it, so it wasn't really a bestie thing. It was just a necessity.
this is the best. This is the best thing.
This is the best ship.
You're saying that the best day to me wasn't for you.
Oh no, it means I watched all of this and did nothing to stop it. This is the best.
Yeah, Pencil was in the background again, just drinking and having a great time with a bunch of other people. Well, they laughed at us sometimes.
Through things occasionally, like, oh, here's the dog dick. Here, fucking hits me in the face, falls on the ground, flops around.
And
You
then
were
she
the
started
dick.
and then she started stuffing her face over at the catering bar.
Yeah.
There's a fucking catering bar.
There was. There was
What
a
the
catering
fuck
bar.
did we cater? Fucking Chipotle?
Well, obviously I cooked.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's move on
Catered
because
your
I
own
think
cooking?
The night was
Duh.
probably ruined when Chipotle was catered to the orgy. Okay, we're gonna go to Red Shirt. How did you
Hold
mentally
on.
and physically?
We have a question from the chat.
All right.
Chat is how many of you would bend over for rarity?
What? Is she like a Fuda in this instance or something?
She's got a horn, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's using that horn of hers.
I would assume.
Nah, I wouldn't bend over
Bang,
in any sense to that bitch.
Ah,
She's worst pony after all.
She's second worst pony to Pinkie Pie.
Spike is worst pony. Let's
I
be
like
fair.
Pinkie Pie.
He's not even a pony, Spike.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
just the
earn that.
worst.
He has to
He's the
earn that
worst.
title.
Actually,
Yes,
no.
sir.
Worst pone is probably baby.
Oh God, the baby.
The baby.
The
yeah.
baby.
The baby.
Yeah, Jerry, you gotta see the baby.
Silence. So, from Red Shirt, how did you mentally and physically prepare yourself for this podcast?
Just like everything else, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
go straight
boy.
into it, man.
Dive in at first.
Definitely. I mean, who cares about, getting tested and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Everyone
I guess
please get tested. Everyone please
I
get
guess-
tested.
I guess I spent all this hours writing cue cards for nothing then.
Well, I mean that helps you know your line, so we can still beat you up.
It says here it says here that I'm supposed to say some stupid joke and then you guys all jump on me.
That's yeah, pretty standard.
You messed up the line, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. Fuck off, Enigma.
Oh, that's what it says
I-
here. Oh.
All right. What is the most annoying comment or private message you've ever received related to one of your stories? Sarcastic.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I could probably just easily say the most annoying thing you can ever get as a comment is just that one guy who posts, I don't like Anon, so I didn't read your story. And then you think, then why the fuck did you comment?
Yeah, like, do you think you're gonna keep me from writing Anon by telling me you disapprove? Because fuck off.
Have you
And
met Megapony?
just like, wow, those comments are always the best. But as far as private messages are concerned, man, I've had someone write a very long and detailed, I mean, this thing had to be at least 2,000 words of why I was wrong in my punishments for my story, How Many Friends Have You Made Today? About
Ooh.
how the ponies are like Twilight's perfect and they won't ever do that. And man, this is like crazy brony stuff. Like, honestly, I found more sane bronies in 4chan than like the dogmatic, keep everything pure bronies. It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
fucking insane what those guys think. And
It's
just,
true.
man. But yeah,
Yeah,
so those
you're
are the two
absolutely right.
things.
So you're saying you don't like pony politics?
Definitely not, because I'm just like, come on, you probably don't have a life if you take it that seriously.
For some people, this fandom's all they have, and I continually will not understand that, but I will write for them.
But yeah.
All right. We're going to go to a non-pencil questions.
Yay!
Yay.
Numero uno. That was a slight dig at Enigma.
Mhm.
Have you ever had any superfans that have genuinely frightened you?
I kind of like to think that
was
since
a
I've
slight
been
dig at it.
writing Anon and Equestria, I kind of just got relatively chill fans, I guess. They don't really care too much and are overbearing. But if I had to like go back into my past when I used to be an animator, man, that's a whole nother basket of eggs I don't want to really get into how crazy those people were. Ooh, man.
You got any stories?
You animated?
Yeah. I used to go under a different handle, but I was kind of like one of those source filmmaker pony people. And I was one of the first people that actually did it and made tutorials on it and how basically taught the community how to do it. And it was crazy because like if I did it again, it was over on like DeviantArt where pretty much the purists are at the top.
Right.
So whenever I would like make something that was a bit weird or maybe not like normal, they would kind of just like jump on me. It's like, oh, why'd you make that? Or they'd actually be like genuinely shocked if I like, I don't know, made some kind of like Volcon or something. And it's just like very odd how my worst experiences when it comes to My Little Pony always came from the purists.
I would have broken their sweet little minds.
Yep.
I mean,
Jesus.
it's just like crazy though. How, man, it was just so many years of like long time ago when I used to animate and used to be really involved in that community. But yeah, I since give that up because fuck that shit.
Also, by the way, I think everybody's feeling a little sober. So, is there a word you'd like to say, Sarcastic Brony?
What, that Celestia is the bestia?
You all heard
Yeah.
it. Drink, folks.
What's your favorite princess?
I mean, it's obviously Celestia.
Drink.
Why is Cadence better than Celestia, though?
Drink.
Really?
How
Cadence better than Celestia?
Drink.
That trash pony?
How much of Celestia's body is composed of Sunny D?
Drink.
It'd have to be at least 99%. The other 1% is banana.
It's
Oh.
true because she likes bananas. Anyway,
Bananas.
I think we've caught up with our drinking as we should have. So let's move on.
Have you ever had any haters that have genuinely frightened you?
I mean, they're bronies. You shouldn't be afraid of any brony. They're mostly pushovers.
Any death threats? Any death threats in particular, though?
Death threats? I mean, I kind of get those like every day and not even from the community.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
So, I mean, it's just, I guess, see, again, I was always in various communities and became somewhat popular in them for doing things. So it came with the territory. I not only made animations, I also made 3D models of various things and sold them and stuff like that. And so I got a lot of exposure in different ways than most people. So I kind of see death threats as like, oh, there's another one, for the day.
So there seems to be a recurring theme about you actually getting popular in other circles and going under different handles and stuff. Let me ask you this, because I noticed that there's actually been 2 or 3 different trending groups recently on FilmFiction regarding not feeling like they're getting enough attention, or, you got like the Hot Muffins group, you got people that are entering new writers groups and trying to feel like they're not getting enough attention.
Right.
What's the secret to exposure? What's the secret to getting popular? What's the secret to getting out there?
Man, that's an honestly kind of a bit of a tough question to answer, because I think for me, I tend to have a interesting writing style. I'm not really too sure why people like it so much, but they seem to be drawn to it a lot more than other things, and they can't really explain it, and I can't explain it either. I just seem to randomly get popular for some weird reason. It's probably because of my amazing voice and perfect personality. But I think,
And your
what
humility
you-
too.
yeah, I mean, no one's as great as I am. I can't really say it other way, but
Well, I do think you're on to something there. I do think that there is something to be said about having a personality on fiction and being personable and putting yourself out there.
yeah,
For
I think that is-
example, or go ahead.
I think that's actually a great way to put it. It's about putting yourself into what you're creating, and that's what people, I think, respond to the most. And what you see the most that fails in specifically My Little Pony fan fiction is when someone tries to be someone else or makes something within a different universe. I notice those fail a lot more than maybe original stories of some sort. But I think that's correct. It's all about that personality.
Alrighty, and now we have a question we're going to take from the chat, from the Displays of Equestrias. If you could have sex with any of the 4 princesses, all anthro, busty as hell, and sexy as hell, which would you fuck first? And which would you start a family with?
Easy. I'd slit my throat because I hate anthro.
I would
Ooh.
also not, because anthro and slimy vaginas, and also I cannot reproduce with a vagina since I have one myself.
Still waiting for that story, Pencil.
No.
I would probably, I don't know, I'd probably choose Celestia, and that's not honestly to make people drink, but like, and God, this might be terrible. This might be really mean. This might be harsh. Might be too soon. But have you seen the baby? Like, come on.
You're gonna fuck the
Priest,
baby.
that's fucked
I was gonna
up.
say that's what it sounded like
That's
to
what it
me.
sounded like. That's
No!
definitely what it sounded like.
I mean,
It
have
sounds
you
like-
seen that?
Have you seen that baby?
That's not what I'm saying! What the fuck?
Man.
Tonight at
Definitely
10, how
sounded
Flutter
like
Priest
it.
is actually a full fiddler.
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone-
Yeah, let's go! No.
I'm picturing this small, busty baby with big breasts in the crib.
No, Enigma.
Oh, man.
Busty children.
Jesus
I love it.
Christ.
Whoa, calm down. You're getting Flutter Priest worked up.
We already have a story where Flurry Heart has a giant cock. Why not a story where
Jesus.
Flurry Heart has giant tits? Just say it.
Man, and I thought I was fucked up.
Anyway.
Priest, why don't you have a seat over there?
What is my fucking life? The baby looks fucked up! That's all I was trying to say! So I wouldn't want to have a kid with Cadence. Let's go on. Do you love riding pony, hate it, or just hate yourself for riding it?
I mean, I guess I just write it because it interests me currently. And that's it.
Alrighty. I noticed I skipped one. What does it take to genuinely frighten you?
Oh, that's easy. Just people. Just being out. I'm an agoraphobic man. When I go out into the ether, it's terrible. I get like panic attacks. It's crazy.
So when you step out of your house, it becomes the movie Gravity.
Pretty much.
Oh.
But
Alright.
yeah.
Let's go. Number 5. What is the story you are most proud of?
Now, I think probably some people would assume it would be how many friends have you made today? Well, sure, I am proud of it. Oddly enough, the most I'm proud of would be what was it? I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, damn it, I got.
I can tell. You're dripping with pride right now.
I'm dripping with so much pride that I need to figure out what the name was for it again. Unwanted attention. That's what it was. I like that one because it really shows how I grew in a weird way as a writer. So yeah, I like
Oh.
that one the most.
Okay. What are you most ashamed of?
I think that would have to be the first story I ever posted on If I'm Fiction, which I took down, and the only reason I'm ashamed of it is because of what I did to it personally. I thought I could rewrite it to make it better, and I later figured out that wasn't something I should have done because I should have kept the way it was originally made so people could see how I started. I started just like everyone else, you know? So I've been trying to just get the original chapters back up before I try to repost it again for everyone, just so they could see that was my first story and what really got me, or got a lot of my dedicated fans to following me.
So one of our viewers says, so your huge growth is causing you to grip with liquid pride?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I mean, liquid pride everywhere.
Also, you took that story down because it wasn't wifey enough.
No, it was just, again, I tried to rewrite the entirety of it and make it way better and like updated, you know. It didn't work out.
One more question about that story.
What's that?
Did it have Celestia in it?
Oh,
Drink.
Did it have Celestia?
Drink.
Yes it did.
Celestia.
Drink. Let's move on.
all right. And then we have another question from Displaced. If you were displaced in Equestria, what would you be displaced as, and what would you do? The Equestria can be pony, anthro, or human.
Displaced like those stupid ones where I'm like in a hero costume.
I think so.
Isn't this place where you show up as another character from another show?
Or is displaced when you go to Equestria as like a pony or like a wolf or something?
Milk, help me out here.
It's basically to set the scene. Like if you went to a convention dressed as your favorite character, and then were brought into Equestria as that character, but with still your thoughts in your head stuff.
Oh, well, obviously the greatest character of all, Deadpool.
Nice.
There you go.
So wait, like I usually go as cons, moonlighting as a non. Moonlighting probably isn't the word that I wanted there, but I'll roll with it.
Damn
I
it.
go dressed as a non. So then if I get displaced there, I'd just be a non and be the.
Okay, if I was to be totally honest, I've been to a convention once and I actually did cosplay, and I cosplayed as freaking Artorias from Dark Souls. So if I had to be legit, I'd probably be Artorias then. And also, I'd have Sif because I had my service dog with me.
Oh, you have Puppy Sith.
Yep.
Please,
Aw.
please.
Yeah.
I would be Tracy Cage.
You would be Tracy Cage.
That's terrifying.
That's really great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, you already voiced Tracy, so
I've said like 5 lines as Tracy in my life, so there you go. So let's move on.
All right, if you had to fuck a non-pony in MLP, what would you fuck?
Diamond Dog.
Ooh, good choice.
I'd be totally into that.
Not fucking one, no. What are you? Fucking casual?
as
Hey,
for
man.
myself, for me, it's a cross between either a griffin or a female dragon.
A cross between?
Ooh.
You would show up there, and you would walk up to Ember, and you'd start to get it on.
Face
And then no, and then you'd reach out and you'd find there were no tits there, and you would vomit all over yourself from shame and leave, your dick flaccid, unable to finish inside her.
Ever again.
Ever again.
Wrecked. Holy shit.
Let us move on.
Okay, now we're gonna go to a question from Explosions. What's the worst thing you've ever done? That's like a person. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
The worst thing I've ever done as a person. Probably made someone kill themselves.
What?
Well
Good.
then, that escalated quickly.
I'm not sure if I want to know this story. I'm actually a little worried about you telling this story.
Like the rest of us are all thinking you're gonna say like traffic ticket or whatever, but kill someone.
No, I figured you'd say something.
No, I didn't
That's
kill
something
no
cool.
one. He did it.
Once
Nah.
upon a time, Sarcastic Brony wrote a chapter of how many lovers have you made today that didn't please someone, so they're just like, nope, I'm done.
Pretty much.
Are you serious? No, tell the
That's-
story now. Now I'm ready.
Okay. I honestly don't think it's real.
Okay,
I think he was just messing around or something, but it was. Oh, God. Okay. It was basically someone who was a dedicated fan, but he didn't know I wrote Unwanted Attention is a full confic, and
Oh.
he didn't know I wrote it. So when he found out I wrote it, he was like, "Oh my God, I can't even believe this!" And he sent me a very emotional, emotionally charged PM that he couldn't believe I was into that, and I was like, I'm not really into it. It just kind of was interesting, so I decided to try to write it, and it was crazy. Oh, great noise outside, but
Okay, you're good.
but it he just was talking all this crazy stuff about he thought I was a really good person, and it made him super depressed that he learned about this. It actually just acted like he was gonna kill himself. At least that was what it seemed like in his writing. And then I was just like, come on, calm down, guy. There's really no reason to be taking this too seriously. And then he just never messaged me again. So I was like, okay. And he also never got back online again.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, all right.
Wait a second. You made somebody lose faith in humanity so
Yes.
bad they might have committed suicide.
Maybe.
I'm
over a My Little Pony fan fiction. Keep that in mind.
I'm
There's
so
no
upset you
culpability.
wrote. I'm so upset you wrote about fictional horses doing it.
No culpability in that, buddy. That's terrifying. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
I think that person in particular is probably a bit unstable, so
Yeah, I don't think
it was
that's
bound to
your
happen.
fault. But let's move on.
All right, I've got the logical follow-up question to that. Anal beads, yes, no, maybe.
I mean, how do you go into it without yes? Just immediately yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Now we've got some wonderful questions from Bendy, because of course we do.
Are we ready for butts?
It might not actually be butts. It looks like we've got a different theme this week.
No butts from Bendy? What is this?
All right, question number 1. Would you have sex with a nanomachine robot pony?
Nanomachine robot pony.
So a
Nanomachine,
pony,
son.
like a pony, but made up of millions, if not more, tiny machines about the size of bacteria formed into a shape of a pony.
For example, they could form themselves into Celestia.
Great.
Oh, that is a good point. It could definitely be Celestia, but that doesn't sound right. I mean, 1 million nanomachines. We have at least 1 trillion bacteria in our colon alone, so the math's a little bit off there.
Hey, speak for your own colon.
Nah, that's. I mean, as an entirety, as
Did
people
you
as a whole
just
have
speak for
30
my
million.
colon?
Yes.
True.
I assumed the count of bacteria in your colon. Sorry about that. But yeah, I would. Why not? I mean, as an entirety, it's a nanomachine.
But here's the
Alrighty.
thing, though. You run the risk of those nanomachines going up your pee hole.
And that would feel amazing. What's the point?
That's that's additional sensation. That's what
That's
I
like
think it was.
sounding, dude.
Enigma, if you don't know what sounding is, I recommend you look it up online later, okay? I could hear a sound of either horror or confusion in your voice, and I don't know which.
Show it to your
Right.
niece.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
am not showing anything you people recommend to my niece.
Hey, who are you calling you people?
I'm assuming your pronoun.
Seriously.
Triggered.
My literary sense is triggered with that, but okay.
All right. What do you think it would feel like to have sex with a nanomachine robot pony's pussy?
I mean, if they're nanomachines, they could probably replicate pretty much anything, so it'd feel normal or like anything, probably. Who knows? It's unimaginable.
Alrighty. Would it turn you on if your 1 billion-year-old immortal nanomachine robot pony MILF girlfriend said "nanomachines, son" during sex?
Would that turn me on?
Yes.
I don't know why it would, but okay.
Wouldn't that be like the reverse safe word, where it's like basically giving you the A-OK to go take this even further?
What the fuck is wrong? What? That's not how safe words work. That's not how communication in sex works.
That's not how communication. That's not how consent works.
I mean, it seems odd that she'd just randomly say "nanomachine, son" while having sex. I was like, I didn't say anything.
It's like doing it with Optimus
no.
Prime.
Mind you, I can see her saying it afterwards, like she gets you off, and she turns around and looks at you, she's like, "nanomachine, son," and that's that. But,
No.
Wasn't it marked as during sex though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's the
during
act.
sex, like it would encourage the act of sex.
For example,
No.
it would be like if you were doing it with Optimus Prime, and during he'd say, "Autobots, roll out."
No, because that actually could like make sense because it's an action. Nanomachine's son is just a statement of fact.
It'd be like if a girl screamed "Beam me up, Scotty" during sex.
No, it would be more like if they said Jean-Luc Picard of this Starship Enterprise, its continuing mission just continued with the preamble of it.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Go
Next.
where no man has gone before.
Where the fuck is Red Shirt? For like the first time, we're talking about Star Trek
where is Red
on
Shirt?
a fucking podcast, and he's dead. Actually, that makes sense.
Oh. He maybe Sarcastic Brony made him lose faith in humanity.
I mean, I've been known to do it at least once.
Let's do this.
All right. Would you let a nanomachine pony hug you by wrapping your whole body in a cocoon made of nanomachines?
Sure, why not? It sounds like the ultimate hug.
That sounds boorish to me.
I mean, it'd be like having Celestia wrap her wings around you. A complete feeling.
Only her whole body in an airtight hug with low oxygen.
I mean, do you really need to breathe?
I mean, some people do that with the belts around their necks and the doorknobs and dressed as Batman, but to each their own, I suppose.
Plus, it's just a hug. It's not like she's gonna stay there forever.
I mean, at least until you pass out.
But yeah, I totally do. Why not? It'd be amazing.
Alrighty. If your nanomachine pony mare friend augmented your body without your permission by using nanomachines, would you say, "I never asked for this"?
Sounds like a ripoff of Deus Ex. But, I mean, that sounds pretty amazing. I mean, that's why we're trying to make nanomachines, is to make us
It really
better.
does. Yeah.
So I don't
Alright.
see anything wrong with that.
Final question. Would you love to feed your nanomachine robot pony mare friend food since she grows bigger every time she eats something when she converts into more nanomachines? Just think about the nanomachine robot pony booty. It grows bigger every time you feed her something.
There's the butts. I knew they were here.
I mean, it sounds like there's not even a question there, right? It's very odd. It's like definitely. You're just
Yes.
getting more, cushion everywhere you want, and she could put it in specific places too. Yeah.
All
Wait,
right, we do have one more question from the chat, and after this, we're going to take a short break from questions from the chat because you guys are kept giving them so quick that we need to get through the questions that we have regularly. So, the question is: if you ended up in Equestria, humanized Equestria, that is, and you had a bimbo.
Okay, stop you right there. I'd kill myself. Next
Yeah,
question.
right away. No, the rest of us. And you had a bimbo-fying ray gun. Who would you use it on? And I'm going to stop you right there to say one other thing. Dumb isn't sexy. Brainless isn't sexy.
Mhm.
Lack of intelligence isn't sexy. I would never be attracted to anyone with big tits and no brains.
I are
Ever.
smart.
Fuck off.
Can I trade it? Can I trade in my Daphne for Velma?
Please,
Yeah.
please trade in for Velma. Always trade in for Velma.
Velma is nice. Just let her have Glassix. Glassix!
Her glassix of milk.
All right, let's move on.
We've got a fucking, What the fuck, Dr. Foxwolf? Metric number of questions from Dr. Foxwolf. So we're just gonna.
I think some of these are definitely rapid fire. I'm looking over them, and let's see what we got here.
All right, here we go. Have you ever played Corruption Champions?
No.
What deodorant do you use?
Old Spice.
What is something that you haven't told anyone or told very few people, but only because it's not something that comes up in normal conversation, not because you wanted to keep it secret?
I pretty much say anything that comes to my mind.
All right. How old were you when you realized you won't amount to anything in the big picture?
8 years old.
Have you ever used thermite?
No.
Up cork, down cork, top cork, bottom cork, charm cork, what cork?
Strange cork.
E. Did the above question have any relevance to anything?
At a subatomic level, yes.
Would you rather be a paraplegic of the arms or legs?
Of the legs.
All right. Does the phrase trimming armor for free mean anything to you?
It's from RuneScape.
Uh-huh.
Cthulhu Fatagan.
Anyway,
I don't know that one.
good
How
job, though,
many
by the way. I'm proud of you.
How many times have you almost died?
I haven't almost died. I died twice.
Is it cannibalism to drink one's own blood?
In a sense, yes.
Would you rather die right now or never die no matter what?
I'd rather die right now.
Yay! Welcome to the Good HIE podcast where a guest wants to kill ourselves. Wait,
We're doing our job.
Wow.
Right? By the way,
No.
what's our viewer count?
It's something like 17 or something right now, I think.
Oh,
It's not as high as it has been in the past, but honestly, I don't care because we're having a good time, aren't we? So
Definitely.
bicycle.
definitely.
we'll continue with rapid fire.
What is the sports child radius of Celestia's booty?
Celestia, drink.
It'd be too big. You'd end up in the event horizon.
Nice.
Do you know any stories that are really good but sadly unappreciated?
Real question.
I don't know who enigmatic Otaku is, but probably his stories. Go read it.
Oh God.
Can't pronounce my name.
Why would you do that?
You made the mistake of giving me praise. Now I'm gonna latch on to for more.
Yeah. Again, I don't know who he is, so it's underappreciated, I guess.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Did you know that human breast meat is the sweetest known meat?
I
Who
don't
made that
agree
assumption?
with that. No, I don't agree with that.
I mean,
That's
I'd like
the-
to know who decided that. Don't we all have different taste buds? So it'd be different.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. No, the best meat that I've had, which is the only meat. Well,
Of
I think
human?
it's made with- yeah, of human. The only thing
Interesting.
this is the ongoing thing. I've had human flesh once before. It was a hey, you want to try this stupid thing with one of my friends when they came home from the hospital. So, but I
Cool.
have had human blood cooking before, and that's very different. So I would say anything made with blood is much sweeter.
If you were cooking blood, were you looking for the thing? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
Oh no, cooking blood is actually really fucking difficult. So it takes effort.
Alrighty. Do you have a hypothesis for what a pony would taste like?
Like any other pony. Like it tastes like an earth pony, like our earth.
Oh.
So you're saying it?
Like mud?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you saying it has an earthy taste, or are you saying it tastes just like horses here?
Yeah, it basically just tastes like horse meat.
Oh, okay. I've never
It
had
doesn't
one.
need to be complicated. I mean, they're not gonna taste like candy.
Actually, I was gonna say because of the magic in their body, I get the feeling the meat would taste like it's kind of carbonated in a way.
What
Well,
would
you kind of
pony
get like
taste
you get this like
like?
Wendy's chili taste to it. Really? Nobody? That okay? Swing and a miss.
I caught it, but damn it, I liked Wendy's
Yeah,
chili.
exactly. Oh.
All right. I get it. My humor is not on point. How about pertaining to an earlier question? Did you know that there are fully functional mechanical arms set to become available for consumer use in 2017 for approximately $12,000 each, not accounting what insurance would cover in 2017?
What is the question there?
Yes, no.
To what? That I want to have I mean, sure, robot arms.
He's asking if you asked for this.
I mean, if I could have a robot arm, sure, do it.
Are my questions relevant to your interests?
I mean, kind of, I guess.
What is your favorite drink?
Dr. Pepper.
Bees?
Yes.
No, not the bees.
What is your opinion on the conflict in the Middle East?
I couldn't care less.
If you were in some Saw ripoff situation where you could either kill everyone other than you currently in the podcast and live or kill yourself to save all of them, what would you choose?
I care more about my life. You're all dead.
I actually don't blame you.
I mean, who would? I mean, would honestly any of you realistically say you'd kill yourself to save anyone here? Like everyone, I guess.
I guess I would. I kind of like the people
Yeah,
here.
I would actually do it.
Wow, you guys must have shit lives if you actually live there.
You're not
What
wrong.
would I do? What would I
Like,
do?
would you kill yourself to save everyone in this podcast, or have everyone in this
Oh, yeah,
podcast
and-
die
no,
to save you?
No, in a heartbeat. I would off myself to save everyone in this podcast in a fucking heartbeat. Let's be
Wow.
honest. I'm done. And no, dude, it's easy for me. I'm done like in 10 to 15 years anyway, so might as well. At least I'll die a
Oh.
hero, motherfucker.
I was gonna say, like in that situation, is like I suddenly slowly turned to pencil. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I have to bring up the thing."
But yeah,
Dot.
I answered.
Okay, here we go. Let's keep going because we're funny today. Did the previous question cause any level of resentment, disbelief, or butthurt in the call?
Well, that's your guys' question. Did it?
No.
No, I don't blame you, but at the same time, fuck you.
I mean, maybe later.
Okay.
I mean,
Enigma
we still
can't
have that.
watch.
We
No.
still have that condom from before.
No, go away. You made it weird last time, man.
Just because I was looking at you while me and Sarcastic were in the sleeping bag.
No, that wasn't it. That was fine. You tried to hold my hand. It's not okay, man.
Yeah, too lewd.
All right. Have you had it with these motherfucking questions on this motherfucking thread?
Nah, there needs to be more.
Yeah. Do you think that the entire species of wasps should be considered a terrorist group?
No. Contrary to popular belief, wasps don't attack people.
Yes, they do.
Not intentionally.
Yes, they do. If you have food, they do.
My wasps are totally nice. I mean, wasp ponies. There's another one.
Ah. Hey, no, wasp. Actually, wasp ponies. I like that. Do you have any pictures
Huh.
of wasp ponies? I would be interested in that.
No, but we can do a search later.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll do
Find
that.
all the wasp ponies.
All right. Let's see. Do you think I'll ever run out of inane, stupid fucking questions?
No.
I mean, no, everyone's full of them.
Do you believe that ethics and morals are useless constructs to get in the way of scientific progress?
Of course they are.
Wide ruled or college ruled?
College ruled.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
No, I never met him.
Have you skipped over or past any questions up to this point? No, we haven't. Fuck off.
Because he's hella cool.
Does the entity known commonly as Sarcastic Brony believe that the lexicon size of the entity known as Dr. Foxwolf is inconsistent with how audaciously inane his inquiries are?
I mean, it's always nice to have a big vocabulary, but you can keep things simple from time to time.
Would you a thing pony?
Of course. I do
Yeah.
any pony.
What do you think of people who do not drink alcohol purely on principle?
I believe that's their choice.
Are the above questions evidence for why the mentally unstable should be properly medicated?
Definitely.
You hate me.
I don't even know you.
Ever taken such a huge shit that you were proud of it?
No.
I have fucking
I
friends
hope
that will
one day.
Snapchat their fucking shits to me, and that's why I don't have Snapchat anymore.
Again, it's just the bodily function. I honestly don't care.
Well, I suppose there are some cases where it's like, if say like you had some really bad intestinal blockage or something, where it's like you get it out of your system and like it was such an effort and you almost like died or threw up or fainted and you're just so proud of it you want to tell somebody because you're like, I made it through this ordeal. Like I can see why you want to show people that shit, but I don't understand why anyone would think others would appreciate it.
You put this mental picture in my head of someone who's fucking bleeding and straining and throwing up to take this shit in the fucking Middle Ages, and they fucking pull up their fucking robes or some shit. and go get fucking Sir John of the toilet. And fucking is like, look at my fucking shit. I survived this.
exactly.
Then I had
pretty
the
much.
fucking plague, and this was worse.
Then have an artist sketch it to remember.
Put the painting on your mantelpiece.
Yep.
The Mona Shitsa.
Anyway, I'm sorry for everyone watching this.
I'm not. Is it gay to be fucked in the ass by a Fuda?
It's only gay if you get pregnant.
What if your balls touch?
Well, Fudas don't have balls by nature. Only
Some of them
Herms do.
do. Interesting. Okay.
Should I stop with the questions?
I mean, if there's any more, yes.
That was our last question.
Good.
right. The sane one then asks, what is the meaning of life?
Interesting name to follow that up.
I'd have to think about that. So come back to this podcast in 7.5 million years, and I'll give you your answer.
Oh, there we go. Tony Montana now has questions. For everybody, what are our thoughts on ponies and or anthro on Earth stories?
Well, let's let our guest answer first, because I'm pretty sure I know how that's going to go.
I think it's a very, well, I'm just going to ignore the anthro part. But I believe Ponies on Earth is a very interesting concept that very rarely anyone's pulled off. So I like it. I like the idea, but I haven't seen it done well yet.
I'm quite fond of pie stories. I used to read a lot of them back when there was a PIE thread.
No, it's Poe. You can't be in Earth. You can be
But
on Earth.
pies. I know it's large, but I like pie better. It's fun. It's nice. I like the sound of it.
I think PIE stories are fine. Inherently, they're fine.
Ask Milk and ask Enigma.
I want to see pie stories do something different than just, oh, here's my little Dashie, but with a different character.
Yes. I'm sure Rob would like to see that too.
Yeah.
Look up a story called the Pillow Talk. That is a really good PoE story.
But I don't think they're on Earth.
No, yeah, they are on Earth. That whole story
sure?
that whole story is based on Earth. If you read it, you would know.
I did read it. I did read it.
I feel like you haven't read it because I know what I'm talking about because I just read it again.
Pillow Talk, right? Where it shows like the aftermath of coitus with each of the main six.
No.
Well, then I'm talking about a different story with the same name. Then.
No shit. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
fact checking both of you like we're watching the fucking debate.
I swear to God, there's a story called Pillow Talk. I'll even look it up. Give me just.
Okay, so there's Pillow Talk by Pale Horse, which is just a fucking Celestia Twilight Klopfic.
No.
Pillow Talk, that's just a fucking.
It's got a picture of a pony wearing a sweatshirt.
So the third one is fucking Pillow Talk by Lady Scaredy. That is exactly what Enigma's talking about.
No.
And then there's Pillow Talk by Jay the Brony, Pillow Talk by Spiderbite,
No.
Pillow Talk by Stormbutt.
You know what? I'll find it, and I will get back to you on it. So if you get, I'll get with you in a second on that one because I know what I'm talking about.
Whoa! We discussed this. You can't get with him anymore.
Only a little
Got
bit.
a
little bit.
Now it's time. No, it's time. I've been waiting for the opportunity.
Damn it.
Now's the time.
Damn it.
No, it's too late. So if you guys haven't heard, Mike Snipe has left the fold of single lonely humans.
It's true.
I'm so proud. And he has a waifu.
He does. I'm so proud of him. Our little milk is growing up.
This is shocking. I am very shocked. It's the first time I've heard of this. I don't even know how to react to it.
Well,
Would
his
you like to
waifu-
tell the class,
Yes.
Milk?
No, I really wouldn't.
his waifu's Viola.
It's true.
Queen of what the fuck?
It's true.
His wife who thinks I'm adorable.
Best ship.
It's
Best
true.
ship.
It's true.
So
Anyway.
let's keep going because we actually have a whole set of questions to Milk from his waifu. So let's keep going.
I love you, Vylon. Thank you.
What is the absolute best and worst stories you've read on the site?
I don't like the word absolute, but one story I like is Exchange, which
Yes.
with Celestia in it.
Drink.
Yeah.
Great. I like that story a lot. And the absolute worst would be The Man with Two Names. It had one of the shittiest endings I've ever read. I mean, it was a good, interesting story until the ending. And while it's true the author did kind of change the ending slightly, it's still bad. So there you go.
Awesome. The next question is, are there any authors that have inspired you personally, but you already said no earlier? So let's go with...
Oh, no. What about authors outside of fanfiction?
I don't really read much. I mean, I kind of like Stephen King. I honestly wanted to try writing like a very interesting horror-based thing.
Always give it a shot. Always give weird
Mhm.
horror stuff a shot. Give it a try.
I'll think about it. I got enough on my plate
It's
pencil.
October coming up, man. It's
I got
time.
enough on my plate pencil. Thank you very much.
We need more
No.
spooky, scurry skeletons.
How many friends have you made today? So many different stories I need to work on.
How
I
many horror
actually-
stories have you written today?
Start.
I'm
Sarcastic.
currently working on one.
Wow.
Sarcastic for Halloween. You should do a little spin-off called "How Many Friends Did You Scare Today?"
I'm actually
Amazing.
seriously considering a Halloween project because I was so rustled at the fucking... So Thursday I went and saw Blair Witch. And I've been sitting here thinking, like, the remake... Well, it's not a remake, it's a sequel. The sequel, without any spoilers to anyone watching, there's a lot of things in it that I really don't like. And I'm really tempted to make the kind of like One Night at a Nun sequel to be like me attempting to write better than the Blair Witch sequel.
Something about his nationality.
Not hard.
Like to make a better Blair Witch than the fucking movie.
You mean to correct the wrongs?
No, not even to correct the wrongs, just to do it better. Because
Weren't
there's so
even
many
that
things they
mad
did
until-
wrong, there's no way I can save it.
You weren't even that mad until you talked to me, and then I just brought all of the rage out of you.
It's true.
I'm really good at that.
All right,
Anyway.
let's go. If your favorite pony suddenly took over the Earth, or would you be okay with this?
I mean, there's already stories based on it, seeing as it's Celestia. And
Greg?
I'd be totally fine with it. As long as I was in her herd, I'd be cool.
In her.
Yep. In her herd. If she has a herd or a harem,
Oh,
I'd be.
I didn't hear herd, so I said as long as I was in her, I'd be fine. I was like, oh.
In her nanomachine Vagoo.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my. Anyway.
Alrighty. So, are there any sub fandoms within the fandom that you like? Are there any that you dislike?
Despite what everyone seems to like, I honestly hate Fallout Equestria.
Ooh.
I really did not like it.
sir.
I was just like, man, oh, this is boring. I'd rather play Fallout.
Do like my
Sir.
Fallout.
I am insult, sir.
You
Don't get
are
to be
insult.
insulted.
I am insult.
Good, you'll be well preserved for our burns.
That was a really clever joke, and I'm kind of mad at you now. Let's move
Why
on.
are you mad at me?
Making clever jokes out of things Enigma has said.
It means that you're adapting to my stupidity, so is that a good thing or a bad thing for you?
The next question. Is there a limit to how many pony waifus one should have?
Of course not. Always strive for more.
See, I'm in the boat of, if you have more than one waifu, they'll ruin your lifeu.
Nah.
I will too. I will too.
I mean, it's a pony waifu.
Which princess is the sexiest?
Celestia.
Which is the easiest to talk to?
Celestia.
Which one would you marry?
Celestia.
Which one
Drake.
do you like the least?
Twilight.
Yay!
Yay!
Cadence.
But then again, it's kind of even with Flurry Heart as well.
Ooh,
Seeing as
yes,
that's kind of a
yes.
thing now.
You know, I have to say, I'm honestly happy Flurry Heart is a thing because that pretty much puts Cadence in the middle of everyone's fucking favorite princesses list.
Yay,
Still
more
garbage.
cadence.
By
stuff.
average, she is not the worst now.
Still
Priest of-
garbage.
Priest, of course you would be watching Flurry Heart, because I mean, look at Flurry Heart, that little busty, that little busty baby in its crib that you're like creeping over.
I will
Yeah.
fucking kick you out of this group.
That little donut man.
The ponent, I love it. Wouldn't you just call it a ponent hole because it has to be smaller?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I'm done. I'm
All right,
sorry.
we'll do some rapid fires. Super
Hold-
Nintendo.
before- no, but wait. Before we do rapid fire, we do have one chat question.
All right.
Two questions. Would you fuck yourself?
I mean, implying I haven't already.
Gender swap? Fuck yourself?
Sure, why not? It'd be interesting.
Who in the show has best plot besides Celestia, Drake?
Probably. I'd have to say Cadence.
Yes.
She comes in as my
Yes!
second.
Why did I picture Priest looking like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite as he said yes?
Not just ignoring the moon butt. Well, if you want somebody who has like a big old butt, though, we need to acknowledge Mrs. Cake and the fact that no one thinks about that MILF butt.
I don't know. What about what was that big one that showed up at the end of the dress one?
What? That was Whoa Nelly. Whoa Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly.
Nelly has quite a butt.
But Kate, I mean, you're right about that. Mrs. Cake, she is pretty nice. Nice, and she's got that chub in the right place, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely. But I still think Cadence. I got Princess on the mind right now.
Right.
Right. All right, so we'll do some rapid fires now. Super Nintendo or Genesis?
Genesis,
What is your favorite fruit?
Apple.
Do you like pineapple?
Yes.
Box of
Have you
apples,
seen-
anyway.
Have you seen The Room?
No.
Have you watched The Boondocks?
Yes.
Is snorting OxyClean a suitable substitute for drinking bleach?
It's better because the oxygen will be able to clean you.
If you snort OxyClean, will Billy Mays' ghost haunt you?
Probably.
Well, either that or you'll think he's doing that.
The ghost is gonna try to sell you shit, man.
Billy Mays here for being haunted by a poltergeist.
But wait, there's more.
Would you welcome the ghost of Billy Mays into your life?
No, I'd make a Jackie Chan tulpa to kick his ass.
Oh God! I had forgotten about the whole tulpamancy thing in the My Little Pony fandom for a moment.
Oh God. That's my PIE story. Never mind. Not
Anyway.
gonna spoil that.
Let's move on.
Let's see. Now we have some questions from Nestor. N3SSTOR Nestor. Why does Kaden suck eggs?
I'm pretty sure she sucks dick, and that's why everyone likes her.
I love it.
All right. Number 2 for Pencil.
What?
Pencil, can you say 5 mean things about everyone on the cast? Now, please contain the calamity that is your memories and say something nice to the cast, but not Priest. Actually, insult Bendy too.
Oh, I'm gonna insult everyone on the cast.
Insult everyone on the cast. 5
and then
mean
say
things.
something. Then say something
nice
nice
to everyone but me.
Well, I know because it's easy to say nice things to you. Okay. 5 mean things. Just fuck, that's hard. Enigma. Let's start with
Yes.
you because it's easy. You're obsessed with a part of a body that doesn't actually exist on dragons. You never stop shilling for your stories constantly, even though you do nothing to improve the content of your stories. You seem to believe that I am your daddy, even though I probably pay even less attention to you than he does. Also, you are definitely a horrible human being, just in concept. You are so useless. I think that's 5. Okay.
But you'll support my Patreon, right?
Oh, fuck you, kid.
I'm revoking my fucking.
No,
bid
you're
for
revoking
Patreon.
your vape.
All right. Okay. Who's next? Oh, Priesty Pie. So, Priest.
Okay.
Man's best friend isn't even slightly your best story. Start with that.
I was gonna say that's it.
No. Let's start with that. You hit falsetto whenever you get upset to the point where only dogs can hear it. You are easily terrified like a scared little bunny when I raise my voice. This is difficult. I have to be mean without getting too personal, because I usually get really personal, but I can't do that right now. Oh, you are a fan of the worst fucking princess in the fucking show besides baby fucking Flurry Heart.
You take that back.
You should be ashamed of yourself. And one more. Oh, your stories would be so much worse if I didn't edit them all for you carefully with a fine-tooth comb before they go live.
That's actually really true.
Fine
Anyway.
tooth. I spot some shit that gets by you.
Well, no, it's for content. Trust me. Milk.
I am ready. My body is ready.
You don't talk enough in casts. Like, I think you're scared to talk in casts.
I am.
You're not a fun drunk.
Okay,
You get
yeah,
really
you're right.
upset when I try to give you nicknames.
What was the last one that you gave me I got upset
Mick.
about?
Mick.
Okay, fuck that
Mick,
one.
Mick.
Fuck that one.
See? I need two more. Hold on.
Come on, I know you can.
Oh, jeez. Like,
You fucking fact your stories.
oh no, God, that's
Well,
right.
yeah, I mean,
You
that's an
fapped skull
easy
fucking.
one. That's an
No,
easy
you
one.
fapped a skull fucking in my story.
Damn right I did,
And you started
unapologetically.
this fucking podcast. What on earth were you fucking thinking?
I had a lot of booze that day.
And now I have to just say, my friend Skittletits is here, and she bought me so much cheese, and I'm so happy. And yes. Everyone say hi to Skittletits.
Hi, Skittletits.
Hi,
Hello.
Skittletits.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you, Skittletits.
I also got you watermelon juice.
Oh, thank you. All right, so now I have to say something mean about Sarcastic Brony, right?
And now the guest of honor.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
What was that? I heard my name.
Oh. Okay, Sarcastic Brony.
Hmm?
Where'd fuck. This is hard, okay? I don't have, like, ready material for most of these people.
He's not sarcastic enough.
I know. It's fuck.
We can come back.
A barb in my side made me angry because it contains spike in a non-aggressive or death-filled way. Celestia is not best princess. Not even slightly.
Mm-hmm.
You write some pretty gay shit there, mate.
You're reaching just a little bit there, aren't you,
Okay.
Pencil?
What?
You're reaching just a little bit.
No,
He
I'm
also-
thinking specifically of Cuddle Buddies.
He also does not drive a Miata.
No, dude, Cuddle Buddies is pretty fucking gay. There's no way around
It really is.
No, that's
It's
just
amazing. Amazingly gay.
all right. Fuck. You're a Patreon fucking sellout.
Definitely.
Yes. And you're a whore to people who commission you.
All right, that was 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
fine. Okay.
All right, and now just really quick, Enigma, you are actually improving, and I really appreciate the attempts you've made at improving your life in general. Priest,
Yeah.
I can't. That's right. I'm not allowed to say nice things to you. Milk, you are one
Yeah.
of the by far the most generous people I've ever run across online, to the point where it actually frightens me a little bit that you might overgive and have nothing for yourself. And Sarcastic Brony, I actually really like your work. I love the way you do dialogue. So good job. And Bendy, you are too obsessed with butts. Also, Bendy, you're so obsessed with butts. Both of them are good and bad things. There you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yay, you did
You're
it.
done now.
Rest your throat,
I
please.
feel like
Rest your
this is-
throat.
I feel like her giving us compliments drained some of her own life force. Like that's shaved a few more years.
Oh god, that was hard.
All right. Now, number 3. Now, please submit to my iron-fisted rule to Sarcastic.
No.
Okay. What is the most horrifying combination of 3 things you can come up with?
Probably your mother, father, and the doctor who delivered you.
Wow.
Damn, that was fucking good off the cuff because I was just gonna be like, puppy monkey baby, but no, that was just that was great.
That was straight up savage.
Pencil, what do you have against Cheese Whiz?
I have nothing. Cheese Whiz is in my hand right now. Like, you don't understand. I am holding Cheese Whiz in my hand as we sit here.
Cheese Whiz.
Like, if you're referring to my the big cheese story, it's horrible. It's barely cheese, but God, I love it.
Man, I was hoping there was a scene in that one where Anon would just lock lips with Chrysalis while she just threw up in his mouth. Would have been delicious.
Well, she did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
While she,
remember that scene.
while she's giving him CPR.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I
Vomits his
forgot.
mouth.
But, like, I want him to be totally into it.
No, he wouldn't be into it. Non's never into anything that happens to him with me.
I might have to make, like, a serious variant of that for you. And then post it on my... post it
I
on
would love
mine.
this. I would
Change
love this.
language.
Make a serious vomit fic. I'd love it.
Changeling royal jelly is just Cheese Whiz.
Oh. Yes.
Tasty.
Oh my God. Number 6, Sarcastic. What type of story would you never write even for $1,000?
Equestria Girls, Humanized, or Anthro.
I had a girl.
Alrighty. Will us as a cast ever stop encouraging Bendy?
No, dude, never.
Hey, Bendy. Celestia butt.
Drink.
Next question is, would we ever let Bendy on stream? We're actually trying to get Bendy back on the cast, but timings and schedules haven't worked out. Number 10. Do we think Vylon just takes time to think of questions to disturb us?
Yes. After all, she is Milk's wife.
All right.
Best answer.
Number 11. Sarcastic. Do you think in the grand scheme of it all, you mattered... That's not the whole question. That you mattered, that you made an impression on someone, anyone that could prove you were here.
Would you like me to
do you
take
need a
this one?
minute real
Would you like
quick?
me to take this one for you?
Because I'm very confused as to what you're even
I
saying.
can do this. I can do this. Pretty
Here,
quick.
okay, no. Here's the question. I'm gonna read it out word for word.
I know.
Do
I
you
got
think,
this.
in the grand scheme of it all, you mattered that you made an impression on someone, anyone that could prove you were here, or will you be tossed to the sea of time, forgotten, and know that you never did anything that mattered, that you were just nothing but a passing speck in the universe, while others you knew are celebrated and you are not, as if you were not even worth the time it took for you to be conceived?
Yeah.
If I understand that question, that's pretty much everyone in the world. I know they're not going to be remembered for very long. As they say, you die twice. One is in the physical form, and one is when people forget your name.
Mhm.
But Hitler will last forever.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
12.
Yes.
Coke, Pepsi, or root beer?
I mean, Pepsi, I guess.
13. Would you ever play a game of D&D that is set in Equestria?
I mean, I've always wanted, like, this may be the weirdest thing to say, but I always wanted to get into D&D. Because
You really should.
I kind
It's really
I
fun.
kind of like the idea of it. But if it was set in Equestria, sure, I guess, because that's kind of like a more interactive, create your own story, I guess.
There is a variant set in Equestria that somebody made. It's really cool. I recommend.
So
There's
Sarcastic.
Pony Finder, too.
So Sarcastic doesn't know about Big Mac's sword.
No.
Anyway,
Were you gonna make a joke there, Enigma, or were you just attention whoring again?
That was a reference.
Oh,
here's attention whoring.
okay. Do you think a person could start singing in Equestria and then end up taking over, or would they have to be the music meister?
Well, I think they could sing a song about like plans to take over. Probably. I don't think they could sing their way to ruling though. So,
Like you start singing a song here, and they're not joining along, and Anon is looking around going, why aren't you guys singing? They're like looking down at the ground, pawing at the ground, going, we can't. It's copyrighted.
Aw, that just sounds sad.
Copyrighted in Anon in Equestria.
I would love that. That sounds like something that I would fucking write. That sounds wonderful.
All right, and then number 15. Do you know what we're going to do tonight, Pinky?
Take over the world, right?
Yes.
Very good.
All right, now we have questions from Waifu.
Vylon, prepare thy anus, everyone. Pepper it. Pepper thy Angus.
All right. Sarcastic.
Yeah.
Why did you start writing stories?
Because the idea interested me.
Do you think you have improved in the time you spent writing horse words?
Definitely, if you go back and read my old stuff.
All right. Tell me, why are the princesses worth writing about?
Just because that's why I feel like writing currently.
Yay.
Why is Molestia a character worth writing about?
Because someone paid me to do it.
That's the best reason. Yes, yes.
Why is it bad to use characters mainly for plot progression?
It's just the fastest way to imply things are happening in that set universe.
All right. And why is it bad to use characters just for wish fulfillment?
I guess just because depending on what the wish fulfillment is, it doesn't really gel too well with perhaps the universe it's being created in, you know, such as like suddenly maybe Naruto's in your fic, but why is he there? You know?
Mhm.
Why is he ever there?
He's gonna be Hokage of all of the universes. Pencil.
Fuck. Fuck.
Are you saying he's going to become Alicorn Hokage?
Yes. Greatest story right there.
Alrighty. So, how well do you take negative opinions and criticism?
I honestly don't care about people's opinions, but the thing is about criticism, I'm always open to it. But what people can't do is they can't separate their own opinion from the criticism.
All right. And then, would you like to hear about how disappointed I am at your latest commission? I'll shoot you a PM with my review.
I honestly don't know who you are, so I don't care.
It's,
Okay.
it's Milk's waifu.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Oh, Milk? Well,
All right.
Milk is stream with us right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who Milk is. I just don't know who the waifu is, and it
That's
really
my
doesn't
wife.
matter.
So,
Slightly insulting.
now we're
Are-
going to enter what is probably going to be my favorite part of the podcast, because we are never really going to have Milk as, say, a podcast guest. Like, Milk runs this podcast. Like, even though I'm the host and I sit here and I talk over everyone and I act like, oh God, I'm so vanilla. Why am I with these people? Milk is the brains that runs everything here.
He really is. He
Brains.
makes a lot of this happen, and we're very grateful.
Jesus.
And because
Vylon made these questions just for him. So
yes,
if I were streaming this, I would now start some like dating game fucking music over this, because Milk,
Oh.
Vylon has questions for you. Your
I-
new waifu has questions for you. So I am going to be Vylon, and you need to answer Milk. Okay?
Will you hold my hand through this one?
I'm not going to hold your hand.
Oh.
Because I'm going to be Vylon, and I'm going to do my best Vylon voice.
Also, let's be
Also.
clear. This is the chance for our audience to also get to know Milk a lot better. So let's do the thing.
Because they need to know
Let's-
everything about me.
Let's get to know Milk.
All right. What do you think of the idea that Chrysalis has an octopussior?
That's
Explain to me what an octopussior is.
Okay, so have you ever seen the pictures on Dipper Brewer where it's like an animated GIF? They've got her spread open, and they got the little spiky feelers and shit on the inside.
No.
No.
The fact
Yes.
that I'm the only other one who's seen this, I think, tells us a lot about Milk already.
I am completely okay with it.
It
I need
sounds
to-
to me
I
like
need to know what this
Thi-
is.
This is
You
like
guys
a
never seen
it's like a 7 out of 10
Alright.
situation for me. I would most likely stick my dick in it.
Awesome,
It's-
let's do this.
to me it sounds like there's suction cups in there.
No, you know, I'll get you the picture later. You just remind me. I'll get it for you.
Awesome.
All right, next question, Milk. What do you think of the idea that Chrysalis has an ovipositor?
I would give that a 5 out of 10. Would bend over.
Are egg-mobbing dicks and tentacle pussies very much material?
So much oomph. You have no idea.
Will you French kiss a glass of milk?
Only if you'll be my glass of milk.
Oh shit!
That is strangely romantic.
Yeah, good job, Milk.
Thank you.
What-
I actually did.
How about a glass of unknown bodily fluids?
That is completely dependent on the color of those bodily fluids.
What if it's blood?
I'm really
no.
liking Priest's feminine voice here.
I have so many issues with blood. It's like ridiculous.
You found out that the glass of unknown bodily fluids is actually the chemical triple X. Will you be excited to add sugar, spice, and everything nice to it?
Yes, because I'm probably getting 3 whores out of it.
Did she just really say it was chemical triple X?
Yes.
It was chemical X.
No, it's triple X
it's
now.
It's the porn version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting 3 whores out of this one.
In an unfinished green text clop story I sent to Priest in a VM, you are a god creator who holds the button of the world's destiny. How do you feel about that?
I have a question. Why haven't I read this? Priest, why didn't you give this to me? Why haven't I read this? I'm a little hurt. I need this in my life.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Pencil. I want to read this now. Because I am totally flattered by this.
If I had Violent's permission, I'd read it on the stream, but I don't.
Not on the stream. No.
We'll share it after the stream's done.
Yeah.
Alright.
How do you feel about being the button of world's destiny?
I'm flattered. I really am. I've honestly never been included in a story. I've had stories written for me and by request and stuff, but never have I been in a story.
All right, I'm gonna try and push through these so we can get back to Sarcastic.
Yeah.
All right. Have you tried looking at a glass of milk like a cat?
Yes, it doesn't work.
Yes, it does.
Only for cats. It doesn't work for me.
It worked for me.
Well, you're special like that.
Aw.
She's part cat.
What do you think of couples taking pictures of videos of themselves licking each other's eyeballs and posting them online?
You all know a good portion of my fetish list. I have no right to judge anybody for what they do.
Is eyeball licking one of your fetishes, Anon?
Where's Fluttershy? She needs to put that down on her list.
Yeah.
What do you think of the man who makes $1 million salary just by licking an ice cream?
How do I get his job, and why haven't I killed him and taken it yet?
Kill him and like ice cream, obviously.
I'm gonna have
For
to
a
fucking
30
stab a dude for that one.
For a $30 per hour salary, will you take the job of licking lollipops all day?
Yes.
How good are you at licking clits like they were lollipops?
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I'm fucking terrible. I have to be sort of led around on a leash and everything for this thing.
Well, that tells you right there, Violon. Oh, man! Okay.
I don't bark, though.
Are you sure? What if she asked you to?
Maybe. If she asked me to really nicely, I would totally do it.
What if she told you to?
I would
Like
still
an
expect
order.
I would still expect a please.
Alright.
Alright. You get high by licking people. What would be your
You
favorite?
missed one. You missed one.
You missed one.
Oh,
My favorite
do you
one.
believe Enigma is the lolicon?
Yes.
Yes.
Little bit of backstory to this. Vylon one day out of the blue, like at 4 a.m. my time, she sent me an image of a lolicon. She asked me, "Do you like the girl? Happy face?"
So you said yes.
Obviously.
No, my response was kind of a weird thing to send a guy at 4 in the morning.
That still that wasn't a no. That still sounds like a yes to me. In my book, you would fuck that thing.
Alright. I think the next question's... No, it's the question after this. After these 4, the next question is definitely for our guest.
You get
Okay.
high by licking people. What would be your favorite? Number 1, the fishy menstrual blood of a woman who never bothers to clean her thick bush. Number 2, the chunky nose goo of an autistic kid who snorts it back repeatedly. Number 3, the smegma of a basement fedora neckbeard brony. Number 3, the fat bastard sweaty man boob cleavage covered in grime of spoiled leftovers. Or number 4, Justin Bieber's dripping asshole.
Look, I think I'm in love with your
Oh
wife.
man, let me think. If I'm gonna sort of objectify through myself, do this stuff here because I don't like blood. I got issues with blood, so I won't do number 1. I've unfortunately had nose goo from autistic children in my mouth before. I worked as a special needs aide, so that I got stuck with 5 kids who would drool, sneeze, and have just shit falling out of their mouth. So I'm good off of that one. I will pass on the smegma because basement fedoras scare me. Fat bastard sweaty man boob cleavage. That's a good running one right there. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Justin Bieber's dripping asshole because at least I know it's alive. It's not gonna be crusty, and it's a thing. I don't know.
It's probably bleached.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, Milk. We're gonna go to a fucking Vylon story here, so I'm gonna put on narrator priest mode.
I'm pretty sure this is Vylon's story for Sarcastic Run.
yeah.
So, Sarcastic
Oh, this
Run,
is for Sarcastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
We warned you that Vylon usually has one very in-depth question that's like really distressing, and so we've reached that point in the podcast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bring it up.
You are a rapist, and you have cornered Fluttershy into an alley. She cowers before you, ears down, eyes brimming with tears, forelegs tucked on her chest, and a bruise on her side where you batted her out of the air with a pole when she tried to fly away. You hear her weakly mumble a repeated apology through sobs, but you ignore that. Pray don't talk. She squeaks in fright when you grab her with muscular arms and starts whimpering in tears as you glare at her in your grasp. You think that's really cute. You yank her tail out of the way and violently thrust into her. Ah! She screams, "Please don't rape me!" You can't scrub the smug smirk off your face. You roar in laughter. Too bad I already did. Fluttershy stops crying and looks at you incredulously. Wait, it's in already? She wiggles herself farther into your crotch. You feel all the feels. Will you fist fuck her to show your dominance or run away in shame and embarrassment?
Interesting choices. I mean, damn. How would I approach this situation?
You roar in laughter. I'm still not over it.
By the way, I like how sarcastic you're walking around with the pole specifically to beat Pegasi out of the air.
Yeah, I guess that's one problem. It's kind of weird that no one notices that I have this like Pegasi bat and pole with me at all times. But yeah, so I finally get her, rape her. She just doesn't notice because my dick's too small. Man, I can't take that lying down, right? Like her. So I think what I'd have to do is probably do like a fisting, one in her ass and the other down her throat.
Like wear her like
I was gonna say.
Like wear her like a muff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a fucking muff?
And then use her as a boxing glove to fight off her grieving family members.
I mean, I don't need to worry too much about that because I still have the Pegasi pole, so I can take them down too. So
I love it. Good.
All I really
Good
gotta
job.
do-
Beat Fluttermilf out of the sky.
I have this imagery where you're using Fluttershy's body as a shield, and you have the fucking pole outward like a lance.
I mean, again, my fist is up her ass, so that's a perfect shield. Like, she's already there. So I can just use the other hand, when I take it out of her mouth, to wield my, Excalibur of sorts. It's perfect.
Wait. Are you fisting her for both ends like a Chinese finger trap?
Yeah.
That's why I said
I'm
it's
trying
like
to
a muff.
connect my hands.
You're wearing her like a muff. Perfect. Okay.
Finally, from Vylon. Milk, do I love you?
Yes, because I love you back. You both make noises! Stop it!
On that day, Milk's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
Hey, Milk,
What?
What did you do now?
What?
We can double date.
Fine,
Yay!
fine, we can double date, but I get to choose the restaurant.
Sarcastic, you want to go join them on their double date? Make it a quadruple date?
No.
Yeah, I could totally.
You gotta
I'm
wrangle up a
retired,
date.
man.
You gotta wrangle up a date though. We'll make it.
Oh, Taku could go with me.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'll wear my nice earrings.
We all found love today.
That's why I
Anyway.
bring the condom again, the used one.
The same one that's still crusted with priest juice, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this day. This is the best day. Okay, let's move on. We only have a limited time. Let's do this.
All right, now we got questions from Snuffy. First question from Snuffy to Sarcastic is, how many lovers have you made today has a certain trial scene where the main six, I got a lot of people riled up. People either loved it or hate it. So all my questions are related to that particular scene. He personally disliked it and was the sole reason he didn't upvote the story.
What a bitch.
Number 1, if you had written that story today, would that scene have played out differently?
No, I think it actually went off without a hitch. It went probably better than I could have possibly ever imagined. And also, that story is how many friends, not lovers.
Ooh.
All right, number 2. Would you expect that people in the comments would have gotten so passionate about it?
Oh, I knew it for months. All the chapters leading up to it, there were like quite literally dedicated arguments between some people either coming up with ideas of what their punishment should be or why they shouldn't get punished, why they should get punished. And it was just something that was leading to it. So I wasn't surprised at all.
All right, number 3. What were you on when you thought Celestia and Luna doing street justice was a good idea?
The harshest drug of, known to man. It's known as life in reality.
Deep, man. Deep.
All right, number 4. Was the problem that people, me included, took the whole thing too seriously?
It comes back to the beginning of the podcast that you probably take just My Little Pony in general too seriously and need to get a life.
We are your life.
I think
Yeah.
there's something that should be said though about getting a reader mad while reading a story, and not out of disappointment, not out of disappointment for the story, but just because they're taken so far off guard by what happened that they're just angry at the characters or they're angry at something that happens in it.
Yeah, but that
Sometimes
story in
it's something
particular, again, it was leading up to it. It was never like a blindside thing. I even talked about it in the comments a lot. I was like, they are going to get punished, Pretty much it was said in the story, it was said in the comments, so it shouldn't have been like out of nowhere for anyone that it was going to happen. And I think considering the punishments I used, they were relatively tame, and I think they fit the story rather well. So,
All
yeah.
right.
Well, there you go.
All right, we're going to go to questions from Baritone now.
Hey, Baritone.
Number 1, is Sarcastic Brony really that sarcastic?
That's a question for you guys, I guess. Am I truly the sarcastic Brony?
Not really. You're not that
I don't
sarcastic.
know. I don't think you're that sarcastic.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Of all the pony races, Sarcastic, which is the most huggable?
Again, definitely Alicorn's Celestia, specifically,
Drink.
because she's got those
drink cheese.
big old nice wings that can just wrap you up and keep you warm.
Dude,
Oh.
wing hugs is something I'd like to experience in my life. I think it's been a fetish since I was a tiny little girl, so just saying.
Axel, just rescue a swan from death, and that creature will hug you back.
No, it won't. It'll beat the crap out of me because it's a fucking swan.
They're also protected by the queen.
Yes, they are.
In Sarcastic Brony's opinion, which is your best story, and why does he think so?
Did I kind of already answer this?
Yeah, you kind
Yeah,
of
you
did.
kind of did. Yeah. Number 4, why is Carrier of Heartbreak so handsome?
I've never seen him in real life, so I don't know how
Let
he
me
looks.
tell you, he's not, if that helps.
Okay, well then he's not.
Yeah!
I've usurped him as the new handsome guy.
What? What was the word you tried to just use?
Usurped.
You need to stop.
Soup. Ursa
No.
Major.
Fuck you.
Or souped. I like it.
Her soup.
Yeah.
Hirsute.
Would you like some soup?
Then, in the element of not Carrier being handsome, I'm gonna skip 5, 6, and 7. Are you questioning your sexuality?
No, I'm rock solid that I'm a pony fag to the core.
Yeah, pony fag to the core. Sorry. Is Sarcastic Brony enjoying his podcast experience?
I think it is going rather well.
Yay.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that.
Most importantly, what is your alcohol of choice?
I talked about this, I think, on the first podcast. I actually can't drink alcohol because I don't process it like everyone else. I don't get the after effects of, like, being drunk. So I could technically drink myself to death without knowing.
Oh,
It sounds to
Nice.
me like you have the super soldier serum in you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sarcastic Brony confirmed for Super Soldier Experiment.
I was
Alright.
the one they never wanted to talk about, the Brony one.
alrighty. Now we got a question from the chat. Real quick, have any of us heard or read A New World, A New Way by Zeus Demigod?
I have not.
I have not.
I don't read much lately.
Nope, never heard of it.
Milk.
Well, that's that.
No, I've never heard of it.
All right. Now we got questions from Cyber Phazon. For everybody, but of course you get first dibs. Sarcastic. What's the best way to kill zomponies?
Like every other one, just take him, shoot him in the head. Easy.
Shotgun.
Number 2. Would you rather be in a world of chickens the size of zombies or zombies the size of chickens?
Wow. Chickens the size of zombies because zombies the size of chickens can infect you, making you a zombie. But chickens can just bite you.
Wouldn't that also solve the food crisis if the chickens were bigger?
Imagine those fucking eggs.
Delicious.
Dude, I would make
I'd
the
eat
best
that.
omelets.
Pencil. It would mean more tendies for
I
you.
mean, actually, don't they already exist?
Oh
They're
my
called
God.
ostriches, right?
Oh.
They're the size of people.
Yeah, but eating ostrich eggs is like taking eggs from. I'm not gonna make that joke. That's really bad.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No!
Say
I'm not
it.
gonna
Might as
make a-
well.
Say
I'm not gonna
it.
make a retard joke.
What were you gonna say?
No,
motherfucker?
I'm not gonna talk about
It
retarded
was
birds.
it was a retarded person joke. It was gonna be a retarded bird joke
Yes.
because they're retarded, and taking eggs from them is like taking candy from a retard.
Yes.
Oh wow, good job, guys. All right, thank you. We can move on.
The last question is from a game. Can any of you guess what it's from?
Is there a hint or?
It's a game about blocks and building things, but it's told in a tale.
Minecraft.
Oh God, yeah,
It's
those
my-
are those stupid Telltale games.
It's Minecraft, the story one.
Believe it or
Hold on.
not,
We're gonna
those
take a
Telltale
step
games
back.
suck ass.
You are fucking wrong.
They first off, they give you the illusion of choice. You don't have
Sure.
any real choice. The only one that's like slightly good is probably the one that was based on fairy tales.
Wolf
What was
Among
that
Us.
one?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
the
one.
Wolf
that's
Wolf
the
Among
Among
best
Us is definitely the best.
Yeah,
That's
it
the only
is.
one that's like interesting as a concept.
Yes.
But again, they trick you into thinking you have choice in all these games. In fact, it even says every time you start like any game, it's like right there, all your choices will make a super amazing thing. But there's only like 5 in the end, maybe, and like everything you do means nothing. So it's just a really bad formula that they keep rehashing for every single game they make.
I see them as interactive storybooks, and I really like Tales of the Borderlands because I found the characters and the dialogue entertaining as fuck. It was tongue in cheek enough where I was thrilled.
How much you enjoy the Game of Thrones one? Yeah,
I did not. I did not. I did not.
exactly.
60% of players chose to let the bad guy go.
Telltale Games made a formula that every game they make has to be better than Indigo Prophecy.
That's true because it's a prophecy.
And
It's terrible.
Prophecy's done better.
Not
Done
very
better.
Lucas,
Easily.
freaking
Suddenly
Lucas.
Number
Sorry.
4. What is the worst but hilarious way to get injured or die if you were stuck in Equestria?
A hilarious way. Worse but hilarious. I don't know. Probably like snapping your dick in half while having sex with a pony and you bleed out.
Oh,
Worst
Goodness.
and most hilarious.
No one can
Goodness.
help you either. They never dealt with human anatomy.
Yep, there you go.
are anon fics easier than stories without anon?
No, they're basically the same stories. Like,
Hmm.
it's like, this is one thing I find very annoying is they're like, oh, it's easy to write a non-fix. It's like, you're implying that I can't just say that guy's name is Bob, and therefore I made the story 1,000 times harder for myself to write.
The only paragraph that's sometimes missing is a physical description of what the main character looks like. Even then, sometimes you still get that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like anon stories. They're just like any other story.
They really are. People just get hung up on the name. And honestly, if they really want to get that hell bent about it, you could literally change the last two words of anon to like and D. Just change ON to DY. And it's the same fucking story. It's just a different name. It's really no different.
Yep, so
It's
pretty much that.
yeah. All right. Celestia.
Drink, drink.
What weapon would you use if you got stuck in the Everfree where everything is trying to kill you? A flamethrower, a flame sword from Tantarus, or a shotgun with dragon breath ammo?
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't
Mm.
do that.
Probably the flame sword because flamethrowers and shotguns require ammo.
I don't know, Sarcastic. If you have a flame sword and you're walking around with that, every creature in there can see you.
Yeah, but it's also a natural deterrent of fear because it's active fire.
You could
That
also
kind of
set
works
the
with
whole
animals on
forest on
our
fire.
world.
I don't think it's gonna do much against that crocodile.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I don't fucking want to deal with the dude who's got a flaming damn sword. Nobody's gonna screw with that shit.
Yeah, and on top of that, you're implying that I can't run from the crocodile because like I'm not gonna sit there and have some kind of stupid Mary Sue fight with everything there. I'm trying to just get out and survive
A Mary Sue fight where you end up befriending the crocodile at the end.
and totally having sex with that awesome cloaca.
I like you.
All right, number 3. You woke up one night in your bed and you have one of your favorite ponies humanized. The only way you know it's him or her is that she has a
No, we're
ponytail,
done.
pony
No.
ears.
No, that's
What?
all we need. We already said the magic words. We know how this. We know the answer already.
It's basically humanized, and I'd kill myself,
Yeah, we already know the answer.
or I'd kill them if they're in my house.
How would you react if that pony was an omnivore and you don't know if they'd eat you?
Well, that's like worrying about the guy next to me not eating me because he's an omnivore. We just kind of have a mutual agreement that we're not going to eat each other.
But I mean, I feel like this question. I feel like this question's interesting because you say you're just gonna straight up kill yourself, and so then you have fucking humanized Celestia lying next to you in bed, looks down, and's like, "Oh,
Right.
dead human. I'll eat that."
This is a story. This is a good
The
story.
whole
Well,
omnivore
no,
thing.
because that's a different question, right? I thought we were on a
That's-
different question. Or is it the
No,
same
no,
question?
it's all anthro.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't it already be implied that they're omnivores, though, because they are humans?
Yeah. Right.
Then why
Yeah.
would you say if I had a that's what I'm fucking confused about the question. It says if I had a pony that was an omnivore, but
It's a
we're
humanized
already
pony.
Oh, okay. I suppose that's fair.
Okay.
The whole omnivore thing is reminding me of this one story where Vinyl Scratch just shows up in your bedroom, and in the morning she sees you cooking bacon and asks for some.
As much as I'd actually like to hear about this story, we are running short on time, so let's move on.
All right, now I have questions from Cherished.
Real quick, fire.
Number 1, are you gay?
no.
Can we send Pencil to the gallows?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Am I the best? Smiley face.
I have no idea who you are.
Which one of you have masturbated with an empty cannoli?
I guess well, I haven't. How about you?
Meatball, ravioli.
God.
Great Barrier Reef. All right, next one.
Yes?
You have?
No, that's the next.
The question is yes.
Wait, the question no.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see. Displacer of Equestrias. We already answered that question. So now we have Sorrow of Demons. Yes, Sorrow of Demons. When writing a shipping story, who is most likely to be shipped with the human, in your personal opinion?
Who's likely to be shipped with a human? Man, it just instantly goes to Rainbow Dash probably. Because again, she was always just a big part of the fandom. I think, especially in the earlier years, everyone wrote fics with Rainbow Dash as the main interest.
Thanks, Rob Cakran.
Yeah, and so I guess again, I'd probably still say Rainbow Dash has a somewhat good following, but it's probably moving more towards like the princesses. I think nowadays.
Oh, strange human thing called Anon. I want to do the sex with you.
Okay, Celestia, let us do
Drake.
the sex.
Let's do the magics.
Wonderful. Next question.
Now we have questions from Doom Guy. When making a HIE and trying to keep it in good quality, what should I do?
Jeez, try to stay away from the tropey like Mary Sue stuff, and just good quality. That's kind of weird to explain. I think just a good fic is trying to imply or like put in new ideas to the story you're making. So I generally don't like seeing I'm a human, but she's a pony, and I'm not too sure how I feel about that. And then literally a paragraph later, he's like, I'm totally cool with it. Let's crush that pony puss. Yeah.
Did you say crush or crust? Because I heard crust.
Let's cross that pony puss.
Wonderful.
I'll leave that up to you guys. But,
I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
Basically,
I
just
love
try to
it.
stay away from the really cringy tropey stuff, and you'll be
We
good.
got some-
You'll be golden.
Oh
I think that's
God,
fair.
Sarcastic! You reminded me of Krusty Cornflakes. I forgot about that.
We're gonna do some fucking crusty cornflakes here.
Next.
Oh my god.
Next question.
Out of everyone here in the stream, who would you send to Equestria?
And I can't choose. Let's assume I can't choose myself. Make it easy.
Yeah, not you.
Who to send?
Oh wait, hold on. This may be relevant, but it actually says Equestria. It's Tyra.
It's the Spanish
Tyra.
It's
Equestria.
Equestria. It's the
So
Spanish
this is-
version of
This is,
Equestria.
this is Chinese knockoff Equestria.
But it's Western.
Wow, priest, that's racist.
Wait, was it the Spanish or the Chinese?
It's
It's
definitely Spanish.
It's Equestria.
We're gonna build a great
Okay.
wall.
Based off of the incredibly short amount of time I've heard these people talk, I'd have to send otaku because of some kind of reference to being Mexican.
Yeah.
You did good. You did good. You played along with the in podcast memes. You're doing great, kiddo.
I know. I'm gonna go far, kid.
Show me how to lie. You're getting better all
Oh
the
my god,
time.
let's move on.
Riddle me this. You will always find me in the past. I can be created in the present, but when the future can never taint me, what am I?
Celestia.
Yes. Clearly that's the answer because there's no answer here. So, I mean, unless I like try to highlight it. No, they just didn't give the answer at all.
I know, but it's a classic riddle.
Is it your actions?
It's Celestia. Let's be honest.
Is it time?
It sounds like the action. It sounds like actions. Your actions.
Do you want me to tell you guys?
I
Go
think
ahead.
it's time.
The answer's
History?
Answer's history.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
History was my second guess.
History. Interesting.
All right. Now we have just more questions from the display server Equestrias. We got 9 minutes. I'll try to push through these. Would you make Celestia your bitch? If so, what would be the process of making her into your bitch?
I would not. I would be here, bitch. Let's go.
I would give her cake.
Nailed
break,
it.
break her in, bring in a harness. She looks at it, was like, "What's that?" Anon, and then you just grin as you bring the harness towards her.
And then she would kill you.
It's a human custom.
Don't
Please indulge me.
you want to be a diplomat?
I'm picturing this scene where they put a sexy harness on her, and then she has to go to like this diplomatic meeting with other humans, and they're all like gasping at what she's wearing.
He's like, what? I'm a horse.
Of course, of course.
which of these four Celestias is better? Brestia, Bitchlestia, Drulestia, or Molestia?
Where's Olestia? Ole.
I mean,
Wow.
wait, is Brestia in this instance like just big giant crotch tits? Or are we assuming it's Anthro?
I guess it's fucking basketball-sized crotch tits.
Brestia. All the way.
You want to suckle at that Sunny D, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Gotta take it for the tap.
What are your thoughts on Fudas?
I honestly think they're stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, oh, a chick's got a dick, let's get fucked in the ass. So,
Anon, I really like you, so before we do the do, I have to show you something. I have a penis.
it's like, okay. I guess
All
I'm gay
right.
now.
If you had to choose,
Again, Fudas don't put much like thought into their story, so he's like, I'm cool with it.
if you had to choose, would you let yourself get fucked by a Big Mac or Iron Will?
Oh, Big Mac. Totally.
Yep.
I'm fucking into that.
You only chose him because you're so sure that there's a chance he's gonna cuddle with you afterwards.
Definitely. He is a very sexy pone.
Who is the biggest whore, Celestia or Cadence?
Cadence, obviously. She's
can't
literally
even
the
really-
princess of love.
I really can't fight that. Who would you impregnate first? Lulu, Twy, Fluttershy, Rainbow, Pinkie Pie, or Zecora?
Or Zecora.
I don't know why Celestia wasn't on there, but crap. Probably Zecora, I guess.
Yeah, I like Zecora.
Who's the biggest dumbass in the show?
Pinky.
Spike.
I mean, Spike's not even on screen enough to know much about him, but Pinky's always there and she's always retarded.
In my opinion, the retards are Snips and Snails.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Yeah. But we did see that fucking Snips is really fucking good with balls, so. I
No,
mean,
Snails. It was definitely
Snails is fucking good with
And man,
balls. my bad.
Snails knows how to handle those balls, man.
Yeah, you don't want to trust Snips with your balls. Just saying.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Also, what would you do if the four princesses, busty as hell, landed on you in rather intimate positions?
Then we will do the fuck, I guess. Just like any terrible, clapfic.
And then
We will have the sex.
Yep. All of it.
this last post, as touching it is for me to read, is not a question, so I will not read it out loud.
By the way, I want to ask a question because I want your guys' opinion on this. Is it bad that drinking this easy cheese out of this spray bottle has kept my cough at bay the last part of this cast?
You found your cure!
I don't know why. It's actually making me stop coughing.
Wow.
Maybe it's because it's coating your throat or something.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
say.
that's it. Maybe that's it. Well, spray cheese for a sore throat. You heard it here first, boys and girls.
This only proves, Pencil, this only proves that you are partially made of cheese. And
I
you're
must be. I'm
You
a
gotta
cheese golem.
replenish. Gotta replenish
cheese
yourself.
Witness me!
That's what he assumes. No, it's more like I eat like that guy in the Goofy movie. Anyway, I don't think we have time to take a bunch of questions from the chat right now. So,
No, we've only got 4 minutes left, so we might as well cut it.
well, the first thing we should do though is Sarcastic Brony. Is there anything you want to leave everyone with? Any final word of advice, or statement, or mantra, or basically something you want everyone to remember you said here and now?
Oh, can we bring up my quote?
Oh,
That is-
yes. Earlier, we have a quote, a very important quote from Sarcastic Brony. The quote is, "But man, a bat with titties sounds pretty cool, though."
There you go.
All right, now you all know.
Alrighty, then we'll close this up. Thank you everyone for listening to this edition of the Good HAE podcast. Sarcastic, thank you for coming on and doing the interview with us. We're now finding that this is not everyone's cup of tea. So we're happy that you could come, have a good time with us, have a few drinks, chill out, and answer our questions.
Really.
Yep, it was definitely entertaining.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. And anyone drunk out there or not drunk out there, Celestia, just one last time. Who's on
Next
tap?
week on the podcast, as far as I'm aware, we might have one, not as in bringing back people who have been previously already been on the cast, but we might have one of the final 4chan authors that we'll actually be able to have on the podcast out of pure interest and scheduling. Mandroid will be on the podcast next week.
We're gonna call each other all sorts of nasty, foul shit. So I really recommend you come out for this one.
So
Make sure to tune in because it's gonna be a steamer.
oh yeah, it's gonna be a steamy
Sunday.
pile of shit.
Can we make it a Cleveland steamer?
All right. Yeah. No. Thank you.
On the
Thank
next
you guys so much for listening. Actually, no. Will you do a little promo for our next podcast? Sarcastic Brony?
I don't know. I need a script.
No, I'm saying it's like on the fly. You want to do it?
On the fly. A promo.
Yeah, you started to right now, so I'm ready.
Okay. On the next podcast, we will be having many different artists coming in for no apparent reason. There you go.
I was so sure you're gonna take the Dragon Ball Z route.
Really?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next
Will
time,
Manon
good
Pencil
HR.
write a serious, fan fiction? What's in her life? Figure out
Hey!
the next
Hey!
Oh.
episode. Human and Equestria podcast.
I've written 5. Damn it.
Have you? Find out in the next.
Oh God, please read us out.
All right. This week it has been a non-pencil,
Cheese makes my throat feel better.
enigmatic otaku,
I'm upset I didn't get to shill as much as I usually do today.
milk,
I'm still here.
and of
Dead.
course our guest, Sarcastic Brony.
There we go. Everyone, cut.
And-
Oh, that's right. I gotta
My
push the button.
name's Sweater Priest.
Oh yeah, we forgot one.
Have a good weekend, waifus.
Have a great time, guys.
Bye bye.